connection, and so I cannot enter.
No worries. Okay, so the floor is yours.
Okay, thank you very much. This is kind of metaphor because I have missing this class of chemical society this afternoon to present this thing about them, but it's okay. Let's see what's happened. Okay, the idea is we have plenty of students from chemistry and biochemistry, and somehow they learn how to write papers and to have some peer review of the papers, and they choose some subjects. The subjects are a multitude of subjects, and so it's how the class developed. It was very well adapted for this situation because the students can share their screens and then we discuss. This year it was very interesting because last year in the Vivo sessions, normally the students are very quiet, not talk, but in the internet they talk a lot and we have some discussions about the subjects, and this is very interesting. Okay, so I have made some boxes for their subjects because they have a lot of subjects. Chemistry and food, chemistry and medicine. Chemistry and food is the usual how to cook something, the sweets, the meat, the vegetables, a lot. Chemistry and medicine is the drugs, the medicines, the treatments, the diseases. Chemistry and energy is somewhat related with oil. We have some years ago we have a lot of presentations related with oil. Now more hydrogen, solar panels, and all that. Chemistry in the boudoir is a name taken from a famous book, and is related with perfumes, with soaps. We have a lot of presentations from soaps. Forensic chemistry, we have some presentations also. Other technological and utility subjects, I choose this because chemistry is really utilitarian science, but it is, and we have a treatment of water, we have nanotubes, we have a lot of materials, so it's interesting. And we have also chemistry explaining the world. I like it very much, this subject, because somehow chemistry is more than utilitarian science. It's also try to explain the world without thinking of solutions about how the things work. Chemistry, local and very specific subjects. We have this year we have already some students choose subjects we never thought about that. So it's related with their private lives or with something they read about the internet or so. And so we have also general historical subjects. This is the usual, the radiochemistry, chemical physics, and all that, and some historicals because these things about ancient chemistry and all that, the origin of chemistry. Not much people choose these subjects because the students prefer to work instead of talking about people that have done it before them. But this is interesting. The general set of subjects they choose are related with their private lives. This is interesting because normally when they are in the first year, they have no idea what the chemists do. They have some general ideas, probably caricatural ideas. The biochemical students are on the third year. This year I have 60 students, 27 from chemistry and others from biochemistry, and they have more ideas about chemistry developed, but because they have 3 years, they have much more oriented thought about biochemistry. Chemistry and war was a subject that I thought we have much more presentations, but we have a few ones, so I put it pink. And astronomy, special subjects, I thought also, because there's a lot of people thinking about it. We have not much. Okay. The schedule, more or less, on the first or 2 weeks, or we are on the third or fourth week, and we have not completely choose the subject because they are discussing how do we think about this subject, and I say something about the subjects. Some of them choose subjects have already been chosen already. Also, they present. We have already one presentation this year, 5 minutes in a pitch of this subject, and we discuss a lot about how the things are, how it works, and all this, how the science can contribute, and then they write an article. It's a scientific article, of course, it's a revision article based on scientific literature. When they choose subjects that are borderline, like human combustion, spontaneous human combustion, okay, I think you can choose this subject, but you have to find some articles about this. And then the one that chose this subject find 4 articles, and we discussed this, and she found that there are no human combustion. Okay, and then after writing the articles, the articles are somehow changed with this anonymous peer review between the class, of course. I say them that it's unethical to say that we are revise your article. They think this like a game, so they take it seriously. I have no idea, no indication that they made some fraud. So they work as anonymous reviewers, and then they say something. Of course, the revision is also evaluated. So the older students do revisions, very good ones with. They suggest some articles. They look at about the things, about the internal queries and all this, and then they receive their evaluation. I say them that it's not necessary to make what the reviewer thinks, but they have to think about the reviews that written, and then they must answer to the reviewer and the editor. I explain them there are some journals do not accept this discussion. So when an article is already refused, so you have to choose another journal. But this, of course, I have to accept all the articles, and then they correct the article based on this discussion with the editor on the somehow the report of the reviewer, and then okay, it's finished. We have this class. Some of the students have some ideas about subjects, but other not. So I somehow present some subjects. I like the subjects. There are some humane subjects. I use the 17 goals of the United Nations, and but I say them. It's not only me, but a lot of people say all the goals are related with chemistry, even the ones that do not appear, like end the poverty, equality of gender. Better institutions, all this is related with chemistry, better education. So, and somehow I show some examples. There are 2 Nobel Prizes. One is from chemistry, one from medicine, but it's also related with chemistry. And one is because it's very poor, and so we have a grant to go to university. And the other is because the opportunities, because now it's much more easy, but at the time it was very difficult. Also, I have some examples about how chemistry can somehow say no wars. We can the countries can be in war, but scientists are not. Okay. Other examples is the royal family in 19th century. Is an example. It's very. It's not the point. It's not direct, but we have one king that died at 24 and a queen that died at 22 from diseases that are completely now solved, like diphtheria, the queen, and typhoid fever, the queen. But the king. But of course, we have newer problems, so we have to solve them. And but this is I think this is interesting. And now I show them this famous graphic based on science heroes, and say that chemical fertilizers are synthetic fertilizers are the most living saving subject, and the vaccination, the cleaning of water, and the penicillin, and you can say that I have three things: good food, and cleaning, and medicine. Normally, people think about the drugs, and only after the drugs they think about cleanliness. But cleaning is much more important than drugs, and good food is much more important than cleaning the water or soaps or all that. So this is some subject I present them how to have presentations like the previous presenter. They know a lot how to present things. They can choose the 5 minutes and they present in 5 minutes, no delays. Probably I will delay something, but they do it very correctly. The problem is they are not natural readers, so we have to how to improve this. I talk them about the industry. This is a very complicated slide. I pass a lot of time on talking about this. We have some chemical industries. The buyer. This is some moral issues. Because on this class we have also discussion about these moral issues. Oil not or no, are the companies good or bad? The company join. The companies want to be biological. The company buy Monsanto and all that. So it's a discussion somehow free. We can have ideas, but it's impossible. It's not allowed. Or not, of course, it's allowed. But we can misunderstandings or some prejudice about something. So we are allowed to talk about everything. So we have also the history of chemistry and all that. So okay, this is very very broad slide, so I can show it. Okay. Also, you have subjects about energy. A lot of them. We can find biorefineries. Also, the chemistry can be useful on this storing the energy, producing the energy. Also, chemistry relevant on this solar energy, on wind energy. It appears that only physical, but the materials, the smoke, all that. Okay, of course we have problems. I discuss with them. But my idea is chemistry save whales and elephants, but they say the opposite. Somehow dead whales are killed by plastic. In the 2050, we have more plastic than fish, all that. We can discuss this, no problem about the plastics, about new solutions for the plastics, but we are not expected to reproduce the mainstream ideas about things, but think about the things. Okay, we have plenty of substances, so we can manage. This year we have, of course, they choose normally the substances are well known, like serotonin or something. But of course, I can say them. We have millions of substances you can think about. And then, like indigo, Tyrian blue, purple, we can discuss how the synthetic world can be more sustainable than the natural world in this sense. We have on the ocean lots of subjects that are possible, like better medicines, find some medicine, better food, more sustainable fish farming, how to deal with the oil spillage, how to deal with the plastic in the ocean, how to solve these problems. And then, of course, chemistry can somehow contribute with this revision of the things, of these new ideas, because reducing, refusing, reusing, repairing, rethinking, recycling is the normal 5 R's, but chemistry can contribute with more R's, like reinventing or like these things. Okay. Probably I was too fast, but don't worry. We have in Coimbra two courses of chemistry. One in medicinal chemistry and the other is chemistry normally, and we have also master degrees and PhD, of course. And we have also on this master degree on forensic chemistry is only second cycle and 2 years delay and all that. And thank you very much for attention.
And thank you for your presentation. I haven't seen any questions yet. Is there anyone who would like to say something?
Yeah. Okay, I saw your say 3 minutes. Okay, I mentioned. Okay. So this was,
no, the 3 minutes was 3 minutes ago.
Thank you very much.
Yes, but I have a question a little bit about what we heard in the lecture before yours. We discussed more this, the teaching of the fundamentals of chemistry, you can say. When you are discussing chemistry, we have chemistry in the human environment in some way. Do you see that there is some kind of problem with the academic chemistry compared to the real life chemistry?
Yeah. 100 years ago, we can see the books that are written. They are discussing. Nobody understands what we are doing.
Yes.
Because we are talking about molecules nobody knows. But in some sense, these molecules are very useful. So how to explain this? But they choose subjects that are related with life, of course, instead of very abstruse subjects.
Yeah.
But
yeah, and I think one good thing with the type of thing that you let your students do is that they have to integrate the theoretical chemistry, what we'll say, with the real life.
Yeah. They have, of course, classes on maths, on general chemistry, and we can on physics. We can think about very hard subjects, but somehow some integration with the things they learn.
Okay, I think our time is out and it's time for coffee. They say in the script, I don't know if you get any coffee. Thank you very much. Thank you to all the other.
The coffee here. Thank you.
Please transfer it up to me. Thank you very much. It was nice to have you here, all of you.
Thank you very much.